Yes, guys, so this is the back street. This is what the bridge looks like as you get closer to the back street. Now, the problem is, of course, as you get closer, the closer you get to the bridge, the less you can see of it. I think there's another street behind this one, but this is what you can see of the bridge from this vantage point. Right, that's what you can see of the bridge from this vantage point. Let me see if I can get closer, even closer. We are in Peters Hall. We just passed the school. That's the Peters Hall School. And we're just walking through the local neighborhood to get as close as possible to the bridge. Like I said, the closer you get, the less you can see, because as you get closer, the bridge gets obscured by the bush and the rooftops, the houses that are located along the riverbank. Right, but you can see this is what it looks like here. And I think at the end of the street, you can see that blue fence. Tells you that is where the neighborhood was removed by eminent domain. So this is what you can see of the bridge from this location, from this point. As you get closer, you lose the bridge itself to the rooftops, but it is actually quite massive in person. All right, if you're here in person, it appears to be quite massive, looming over this neighborhood. So the first time I used this street to take a look at the bridge, there was a neighborhood, several houses that were in the path of the bridge and were going to be acquired by eminent domain. Those houses have been removed, but I think a few of them still remains. I'm interested to see. There's a pretty expensive house, a pretty expensive property right at the corner underneath the bridge. And I want to see if they actually did remove that house. Now here, again, you're losing the bridge, sight of the bridge to the rooftops as you get closer into the trees. But this is what it looks like here, almost directly under the bridge. All right, you can see this section, that's the high span section. You can see now clearly the gap between the high span section and the ramp section. Of course, there's this fence that prevents us from getting any closer, but it's right up almost under the bridge now. Somebody was constantly arguing with me about how much these people were paid for the houses. The last time you were here, if you go back to that older video, there was a pretty large and expensive property that had to be removed, right? You can see over the rooftops, you can see the hotel, right? That's the Princess Casino and the Ramada Hotel. But yeah, there was an expensive property that had to be removed. And what this guy is arguing with me is that the PPP offered people a fair price, That was one of the last houses to be removed. And I explained to him that not everybody accepted the offer because some people, their property was even more expensive than what the government was offering them. And one example was that house. It was the last house to be removed, probably because they were not offering him a fair deal for his property. It was a fairly new house, but that house has been demolished now. And this is what remains of this neighborhood. So these houses that remain are the closest to the bridge, closest houses to the bridge. Everything else has been removed. And this is the path of the bridge through this neighborhood. Now they have this blue fence, I guess it's a construction fence, that prevents you from getting closer. Right, but this is what it looks like. Let's see if you can see over the fence. Oh, that's what it looks like over the fence. Right, but this is what it looks like from this neighborhood. Not very much more that you can see. But that's it, guys. That is what the bridge looks like, and the neighborhood under the bridge looks like from the closest point that you can see it. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing economy in the world. This is the Demerara River. Here's this guy hanging over. He's hanging off the side of the bridge. It's a repair guy, I suppose, or one of the construction workers. I don't know why it won't focus. Yeah, it's a construction guy hanging off the side of the bridge at this point. But yeah, guys, that's what's up. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing country in the world, Guyana. Later.